Hey there, this is Matt from Recipe Kit. Today I want to show off an exciting new feature we've been working on that will allow you to export your recipes as a CSV file, make changes, and import them in a way that will actually update your existing recipes on the shop. So to get to the new features, we just go to settings here, and then we'll scroll down to the bottom of the settings page, and you see there's two sections here at the bottom for CSV files. There's the bulk import that was already existing Recipe Kit, and then we have the export recipes box here as well. So first of all, there's a new template for the CSV import. So to see the new template, you can just click download CSV template here, and we'll actually open that template in Google Sheets so that we can take a look at it. You can open it in any spreadsheet editor. So we'll go to File, Import, and then go to the Upload tab. Then we've selected the CSV file that we just downloaded, and we'll click Import Data. And this is just to get a look at what the new template looks like. So you'll see that it's very similar to the old one with some improvements. So a few of the things to point out. First of all, you can now add headings into the ingredients and the directions by using the syntax head in all caps with a colon and then the heading. You can also edit a variety of the different columns here, including cuisine, category, basically any information about the recipe can be directly edited here. So I recommend taking a look at this new template and just looking at all the columns that are needed. If you're planning to create a CSV file to upload recipes, make sure that you follow the format as it's shown in this template. Next step from here is we'll go back to Recipe Kit, and on this shop that I'm using for the demonstration, I don't have any recipes or blog posts added yet. So we'll just go add and we'll import that new example CSV file here. You can see because we don't have any existing recipes, it didn't find any matches, and it's adding one new recipe and it says we have 0 invalid. Now, one thing you'll notice is if we go to create blog posts, now it'll mark that recipe as invalid. The reason is in order to allow creating blog posts, we need to indicate in the CSV file what blog we want to add the new blog post to. So to do this, we can go to content and go to blog posts and then go to manage blogs. And here we'll just select the recipes blog. And in the URL, you can now see the ID for the recipes blog. It's a 11-digit number, I believe, at the end of the URL. So we can just copy it. And then we'll go back to our CSV file and go to blog ID. I'll make sure that we have this entered in our blog ID. And now we can just go download as a CSV. And now we fixed that issue by adding the blog ID. So we'll go back to Recipe Kit and back to the bulk import section on the settings page. We'll go add CSV file and we'll select that new one that we just edited. And now when we enable create blog posts, it doesn't show an error because we do have a blog ID. So when it creates the new recipe, it'll also create a blog post. It'll connect our new recipe to our new blog post and basically automatically set up that recipe. So you can see we also have update existing recipe enabled here. For this demonstration, this doesn't do anything because we don't have any matches. But if it found it matching recipes, then enabling this will, instead of creating a new recipe for each one, it'll overwrite the data for the matches that it found with the new information that we've provided in the CSV file. So I'll show a demonstration for that after, but for now, let's just leave that disabled and just import this one recipe. You can see it goes through the process there, and then it says that it was successful. If we go to the dashboard now, we can see our new recipe has appeared here in the dashboard. So this is the one that we just uploaded. And we can even see that it created a new blog post and linked it to the new recipe automatically. So the next step I'll show you is how to edit the recipe by editing the CSV file. So this is a great way to bulk edit a large amount of recipes without having to go through the user interface and manually change the information on each recipe. So we just go down here again to the export recipes section this time, and we'll just leave all recipes selected and click export. You can also just export published recipes or hidden ones if you want. We'll just export all, which will just be that one recipe. But again, I'll go into Google Sheets and I will import that new CSV file that we just downloaded. So here is the CSV file for the exported recipes. It actually exported with a recipe ID. So because we have recipe ID here, this allows the app to identify a match with our existing recipe when we upload this file, and it can update certain fields instead of just creating a new recipe completely. So we'll just make some slight changes here so we can see the updating work. So I'll change the recipe author to my name. Let's just say cuisine is Italian. We'll leave everything else the same, and then we'll just go file, download as CSV. So now let's test updating our recipe by uploading that new CSV file. And you can see this time it identifies one match. So if we have update existing recipe enabled, it'll update that one recipe to have the new author and the new cuisine that we selected. So in this case, we do want to update the existing recipe. So I'll enable that one and I'll click confirm import. And just like before, it'll go through the process of importing that new recipe. And then if we go to our dashboard, now we'll see that there's the new author showing already for the recipe. And if we click into it, we can also see the cuisine has been changed to Italian. So this is a really handy way to edit a large amount of recipes at once. You can do it all locally very easily. And it's just a lot smoother than having to go through the user interface to make all the changes. So another handy thing that I like to do, and I'd recommend trying out, is if you export the CSV file and open it with a text editor, you can actually paste that text content into your favorite AI large language model and get the AI to help you make edits. And this is really useful if you need to make a large amount of changes to a list of your recipes. And instead of doing so manually, you can just get some help from AI to do it. So that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed using the new import and export functions in RecipeKit. And as I stated earlier, we will be adding some documentation to explain how to use some of the more advanced features, including connecting products and things like that. So thanks very much. I hope you enjoy using the new import and export features in RecipeKit.